Okay, I'm live, and as the whatchamacallit title says, just chilling with some art buds. Okay, and I'm fully engaged in chat, and okay, and who knows what we're getting up to. This is an impromptu. Okay, so, okay, and I will. There might be 2 or 3 of us in. There might be a few wallflowers and or lurkers, depending on what you want to call yourself. Okay. I'm here. Like want to slap something silly, you know. But I'm here. I'm here. Sprouted roots. That's what I call Judy in chat. Okay. And and if Sean is gonna lurk, or wallflower, she's gonna drool. She's got her own piece of this to drool over. But here's the natural color cheesecloth. It's like antique linen distress ink color. Just thought I'd, like, here, stick it up your nose. Just gathering some more odd purple bits and pieces. Yeah, you'd be amazed at how much purple that I'm finding. This was out of Tube Clothing. This was out of one of my all-time favorite tops from the 80s. And I forget I think I had a pair of pants out of this one, and this was leftover. I might use that in there. I'm going to use some of this in the follow along. Some of my poster, my William Morris poster paper thingy. And I might tuck a little bit of the pink in there. And there's, of course, oddly enough, I might use these swimming women in there. You got to pull out your flow stuff, right? Like, ooh, we might even get some camels in there. It might not go, but we could maybe use some of these swimming women. If I could find them. Here, did I find them? Nope. Still don't know what to do with them. But these, even though that's navy blue, it kind of is a purple. Long distance is kind of purple. So we could potentially use that in the purple burple. Follow along. And then I introduced Shauna. I don't know if she had figured this out yet, but I introduced her to some cupcake holders, but I kept this one back. I found this today, purple and pink tulips, wrapping paper. And yeah, I'm going to have to put a little bit of black and, here's a purple baby wipe. Yeah. And let me see what there's a bird. Wax pastels, portfolio water. Okay, this is a note to self. So okay. And Twitter. At 8:54 a.m. 1,198. I don't know. I have no clue. There's a little bit of purple, some different kind of shades of purple. This actually might be kind of cool. And I thought this would be kind of cool here, the purple and the different thingies as an envelope. This is, you know, a card, like a bus card, you know, like it had a little bit of kind of a purplish tone to it. And then this is what I found today. And if Shauna, hello, Debbie. She's going to pee her pants. This is one of the papers I pulled. And of course, she sent me this. She sent me there's purple here, but I'm gravitating more towards this. And this might get into my another one. This is a maybe. I don't know. I think that might go into my something else. And this, of course, is going to be funky. I have to have something funky in here. You know, I mean, hey, funky. And these, I think I already had. Yeah. And I didn't. I had this, so this will be nice. And then oh, does anybody remember Canadian Tire Money? I went into my blessing stash. And then this was also, I found them, but I thought this would be kind of cool too in there. Somehow I could use it. Little, yeah, because we're doing I'm following along. And then this is, I added some of these. Obviously this is used. And there's another one. And I thought I would actually do some brown paper. I've got enough of this that I could do some brown paper in. And of course, these were in the picture. This is what Shauna sent. And I remembered. And that's where I got that one thing. That's kind of the only thing that really, in terms of the purple burple kit. Yeah. But then this other stuff you already saw. So I figure what we can do is we can at least, I'm following along with Shauna's purple burple. I call it burple. And I was going to give this to Shauna, but then I thought, no, it's a sew-on. And she has one that's a little lighter, and it's like a little bit more scruffy. I thought she, you know, kind of that really like a memento off of something. And so, you know, but I liked the idea that this one was sew-on. And I didn't know if she would see the sew-on thing, so I kept it myself. Okay, now what I thought we would do, since you're here with me, is and there was an old dead lavender envelope that I know I saw here recently in my meanderings. And of course, yeah, there's some of these. These are old. But I figured these kind of bluey, purpley, and the others might work in there. What does that keep Okay. And well, we'll get there. I'm trying to get all of this extra. Yeah, I might even do some slow stitching on this. I've got, yeah, I've got some coffee stained paper towels. But, you know, of course, my stitching is in the other room. But I could get up and get it, I guess. Okay. Oh, sorry, I just hit you. Oops, I just hit you. Okay, well, I'll let my husband. I don't know. He doesn't see it on his thingy. It could be that they were not able to photograph it because they typically photograph it and say, you know, I don't know. I can tell him, and he said he might be going down. We might not. This is some of my all-time favorite. This was gifted to me, and the guy who gave it to me was my husband was counseling him for like years, and he know over the years, as long as my husband was helping him, you kind of get to know one another, and he kind of got to know my my penchant for stuff. So I was going to give Shauna some of these, but I wasn't sure if she would. I kept this one. She has bits and pieces of this one. I know she said she wanted to be surprised, but but I kept this fully intact one. And I'm not sure if I think it's a pale lavender, but I thought that would be kind of cool. If not, it's still the silver, but this is what I was thinking about giving her some of these, but I'm not sure if she would know how to would want to use them. They're just, shapes. I suppose she could, you can glue them down a little bit and then stitch over them. There are all kinds of different things you could do with them. Why don't I just put this in here? Even though it's not from this. Alcohol inks, yeah. Okay, put that there. Now, this obviously is something. Yeah, I'm kind of don't have a lot of room here, but hey, and you know what? That hummingbird needs to go there. And this needs to go here. This was part of a class that I was going to, that I'm doing. And it's kind of at your own pace now. I did have a napkin here, this napkin here, and then it began to peel off. And it turned into almost like this fabric, which was really kind of weird, but cool. But, so this is what I was thinking about doing for the inside of it. Oh, I think I got it wrong side. Hi, Shelly. Yeah, this is for the journal cover. And, I've got so many of these started. And then I thought, you know what? I should just probably pick one that I have. And knowing that purple is not my go-to color, that if I have something, even though it was my mom's favorite color, it's not necessarily something I go to. So I thought, let's just grab one of these covers that I started and let's work off of that. And it's obviously not fully stitched. Now, I don't have access to my machine right now, so I can, and I actually have on my birthday card thing, I actually have some double-sided tape on my list to get. Let's see. I don't typically mind this as being part, but I think that's the only identification I have on this. So I think I want to come over here on this side. One of the odd things about it is I tend to find in my mid-century modern, because it's mostly my mid-century modern is mostly shades of like wood color brown, blacks, white and black, white and clear plastic, opaque, and blues, blacks, and browns. And then oddly enough, I mix those little weird pops of color of orange and purple. Now, that's not always the case, but yeah, oddly enough. All right, so I think that's going to be the inside. And like I said, it's got purple in it. It's not strictly purple, but it's got purple in it. And I'm wondering now if I want this, because this, like, duh, hello, move. Oh, hello, Shelly. And got to be careful of that. That's from the other day. And see, I like to leave, like, over here, I like to leave these because, I just like it. I may end up cutting them off, but more times than not, I like to leave them because of that look. Now, it just, I'm wondering if I don't want this to be absolutely precise. I actually have some dyed purple lace that Miss Rose sent me years ago, and it's in a bag, and she wrote on here, not color fast. She wanted to make a point of telling me that it was not color fast. She could not guarantee the color. And I've never have put it in vinegar to see if that would help. Okay, yeah, see, I can't, yeah, because I'm like, I surprise, Shauna wants to be surprised. So I have, I'm like, man, I can't say nothing. Yep. Now, I don't want it to be perfect. Let's get weird off of here. Trash DNA. Okay, now, and yeah. I'm thinking. We're here because of Judy. She needs company. Now, if I do that, I'm thinking. Some things I plan, some things I don't. Ooh, well, I wasn't paying attention to that, but that's okay. These are my own birds. I designed them myself. Yep, these are my own birds. And I was thinking the other day, where did I put the pattern? Ooh. Okay, let's see if I do. You know what? Guess what? Oh, that doesn't have a knot. Okay, let me knot this one. You can't see it on camera, but yeah. I will just knot this, and then I can trim it. And this is one of those days where it kept knotting. And I thought, you know what? Now if I knot this and cut it, and then I can trim it, or I can do this and then couch it in some weird way. But I haven't decided yet. Oh, I guess it would have. Oh, I already did that. I just need to do the second one. Oops, don't want that. Come on. Stretch it out. Okay. And I guess this one is going to get, yep, trimmed. Okay, that's for later. And I guess this, I better tie that one off. Yeah, because in slow stitching, you can, oh, I leave them, I typically leave them because you can always add. Yeah, that's, yeah, something, yeah. And that would begin to make, that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking, because this is sentimental to me, I'm thinking I will do something out of that and then do something with it. And then I can, or I could like cut it, knot it, and then have going this way and then one going this way. Okay. Now, okay. Alrighty. Oh, if I do that, then I'm going to be cutting off. I was hoping to get all these frays. Well, let me get, you know what? We're going to just cut a little bit large because I don't want to, I was trying to keep this frayed. Keeping the frays and keeping the fray. So I'm going to cut about here because it was occurring to me that, let me get it, was right here, I think. There. That I could bring this over and then bring this in the back and then maybe attach some purple to it or something. I could maybe attach some of this here. This was, see, this was starting to be a quilt, a pieced together quilt. And you can see the worn parts. So I could do that. And I don't mind that this actually looks kind of cool together, this right here. And once you get that nice stitch line in there, that would be kind of pretty, I think. Okay, so let's get this shifted down here. And I normally, you know what? Now that I've got the bottom, this is what I normally do. I am one of those, I do not just leave. I'm going to take this back and do this. I do not like to have weird shaped fabric. I prefer to have little pieces of it left over after I've cut. So let me get this straightened out here on the edges, and then I can cut. Because that can, let me move my water, my glue water or whatever. All right, get it here in the glue container. Nope, that's not working. I need someplace safe. There, I'm not going to touch it there. Okay, now I can move this here. Okay, so here's where I started it. Oh, you can't see. Well, I'll be right off the camera a little bit here. Now, I go straight across. And this one I'm not measuring. If I dip a little bit, I dip it. But this one I think is pretty level. Okay. And then I just have this nice piece left. Yeah. And there's no odd little weird things in there. And I even have some of my Alabama Channon grab bag stuff that are shades of purple. I might bring some of that out to do some slow stitching in the junk journal. All right, so there is that. And up here on the top, here, right here. So this much will be left over. So let's see. Yeah, it's this this is going to be my journal. So let's cut this way. Let's fold that way. That's what I wanted before it's a good thing I thought that through. Okay. So let me get the edges here. Okay. And this has got a little bit of give to it. And I don't remember I know there's a nap and all that, but I would have to, I just know I wouldn't necessarily be able to tell you the grain of this, the grain of that, All right, so this, I'd rather have something left over like this than having odd shapes. So that's okay. Now, we're good. All right, so this is, oh, hi, Lori. I think this is the first, why did that show up? Sometimes it's weird. All right, well, let's see. Move my mouse here. Put this up here. All right, so that's the inside. All right, now, the only thing, if I put this on now before I do any stitching, then it's going to be seen through. That's the only drawback. But the fact that I actually have it, cut, and I know that I'm going to do it. Now, for me, if I'm going to do fabric, I think I want something like bubble. I could do bubble wrap. And I also like, one of the things I found to do is, those roll top desks? I take this is a piece of cereal paper board, and I put it on my, and I score it. And I also like my spine sometime to have that, like, how the roll top goes up and it rolls down. That's also good for the spine area if you pre-do it where your spine's going to be. Yeah, because and it also, oddly enough, it gave this side more texture. Yeah. Now, if we do that, let me, if I go clear up to here, just let me, because of that one piece that I already started, and the rest of it's going to be shades of purple or something, but I wanted to keep that hint of black. So, actually, let's right to the edge of that and see if I like that, or do I want to just cut it off? So that would still be, yeah, okay, it would still be this here. So I'd probably be better off just to let it go and either cut it and let it be like that. Okay. And this is the original idea that I had. And because it's been so long since I played with it, it will have the hint of the original idea. And then I'm taking it to the next thingy, I'm moving on. Okay. Now I can ink the edges here. And for me, I will probably slow stitch, you know, around. I tried to leave some of the space here where there was some the flimsy stitching, as well as some sturdy, so that the whatever I put in there. Yeah, 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 I did them. They're my own. I because part of the class was designing the person. It was oh, Charlotte. Oh, what's her name? Charlotte something. She's one of Rebecca Sauer's friends. I can't think of her name now. But anyway, one of the things was, she says it's okay to trace and do all that, but see if you can make your own. And so I did, and I ended up, and she says, don't freak out, just do it and then put them. So I did. Yeah, I'm wondering, I'm thinking that I'd have to do so if I did that, then I would want to take something else and do here, because this ribbon ends up fraying a little too much more than I like. That's one of the reasons why I just kind of left it. So if I did that, let's see, I don't have, yeah, I didn't prep for whatchamacallit. So I didn't prep for, but if I, yeah, went right to the edge, and then whatever I, you know, here, I could even do a strip of this, and oddly enough, you know, I could do it on the right sides together, sew it, and then bring it in here and maybe do a belly band. Do do a belly band. But then that would mean, again, showing up here. It would show, whatever I do here would show up, which would not be a bad thing, because the slow stitching, you can work it from both the back and the front. You could do it that way. And again, you're bringing this into the inside, and it's that purple. Okay, so that's an idea there. Okay, so here, let's see. Maybe I can do this. I didn't even have my safety pins. Yeah, I don't have my, here, we'll do this with paper clip. We'll put paper clips here. If I do stitch, I'll have to go get my container, the container that I've been using in the last 2-3 weeks. All right, now let's flip this. And now let's see, if I go ahead, I kind of like that. And so let me do it. Let's see, I actually liked this together on the front. So I think I want the all purple here. So let me do this. And I think the belly band, oh, well, duh. Measure the width of the ribbon. Hello. So we're looking at 1.5. It looks like 1.5. So then if I'm going, I'll go 2. I'll go 2, because then I can do under I'll do 2 2.25. And that will give me enough room to fold under for the belly band. And this way, yeah, Okay, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. And the other thing I thought too is the stencils from Jana, the old Club Scrap stencils, would be kind of cool. Sew to ribbon belly band. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, seriously. Yeah, I pulled out some of my wine on some of this, kind of as a cool lavender rope to use. And there was even some of bright, kind of that, where it starts going into the fuchsia and the magenta, where that, where you're not always sure whether you want to call it magenta or fuchsia. Yeah. Oh, there's some vintage, um, whatchamacallit, German scrap. Okay, so that, let's get that cut. All right, and then having, pre-cut this, then I know how much will go on to the back. And yes, this is a little off here, but when you're working with scraps, you just kind of get used to it. It's not that big of a deal. Now, I know some people get really, they have to have all their, quilters who have years and years of, I've always, I understand it to a certain degree about making things square and, all that. But then I think all that fabric that they trim down because they have to have everything absolutely rectangle, everything absolutely square. So, but do I do it myself? Not really. Not really. Okay, so there. Now we have the ribbon extension and the belly band piece. And this, now, and this could even be for pockets. I could actually even sew make a little pocket. I could sew some paper here and then have the right side of the paper to the right side of the fabric and have the paper on the back so it'd be firm. All right, so we're going to, this is the front, so we're going to do it this way. And I'm kind of thinking that with this will give me opportunity to add, if I can find some more purple fabric, this will give me space to do some of that stitching. Yeah, and I would say, like, don't throw them out. Don't throw them out, because you never know when you need, yeah, but then you have to force yourself to have like only a bin or 2 containers of something, like a 4-ounce cookie jar or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Like, for instance, I'll show you. This is my 5-pound. This is my 5-pound peach and yellow. Yeah. Now I have a little bit more, but not much. Yeah. And some of this stuff is really old. But see, there's like buttons and yellow tickets. And some of these flowers are from my plastic and from my mom back when she did flowers for church. And it's a bit of history, different. And here's a plastic ring from a bottle of some kind, but you can put them you can put them on top of, if you want to if you're doing orange, you can put them on orange and couch them as is, or you can put them under like this and put them together and then couch them that way. So, and this is recycling something. So, that's just where my brain goes. Yeah, this is another part of an family history flower. Yeah, and here's like a yellow or an orange lid. And here, get this. Look at that. An orange. I brag about Alaska. So yeah, and this is some of my favorite. I share this only sporadically and very carefully. This is some of my all-time favorite trim. Yeah, so yeah, I keep containers like this, and either 4 pounds, this is a 5-pounder. Yeah, but I do that, and then I stack them. The 4-pounders. Let me see. Here, do I have another one? I have them in. I have a green. I have a gray. Hi, Gypsy. I have a gray. I have a purple. I have a pink. Okay, this can be okay, that's been knotted. Since I'm going to be doing this over, I can just go ahead and trim these threads off. And I've got a red, I've got black, I've got a silver, I got a brown, I got a silver and gold. I have like 2 white ones. Some I better trim. I better not. No, I better knot this one just in case. Oh no, it's already knotted. But since I'm going to be cutting, but I learned that when you have to kind of storage up, it's always, you learn, and you're working with a certain amount of space. I'm wondering if I want to. Now, if I do, and I would allow myself, I wouldn't, if I go ahead and start sewing this on here, I can do a little bit of glue, and then I can do the sewing. But I think I want, even though this is the paperboard, I want something soft underneath. So now I have to make a decision on whether I want to put some bubble wrap or just some plastic bag. I could glue some plastic bag. Now here, once I do this, give myself permission. I can add strips here of purple, both on the top and the bottom. But so it's going to be both finished edge here and raw edge. So it might be quirky to some. And I could do this by stitching here. And I'd like to keep this little piece here because this was a gift. This linen was a gift. And it's like a little heart. And they cross-stitched there. So if I could keep that, then that would be cool. But, you know, I don't necessarily have to. So then I would, if I did that, then I would only be doing about this much. But again, thinking patch, thinking, yeah, and could do it like that way and have this up here. And then, so yeah, that's when I was thinking, well, Shauna's going for like a vintage, slightly elegant bohemian, but mine is going to be so eclectic. So, I mean, you know, yeah, but it's going to have purple in it. It's going to have purple in it. Yeah, it's going to have purple in it. All right, so let's see here. Let's just do that, okay? And then if I do like, let's see. I'll get plastic bags because like I said, I want a little bit of squishiness. So let me get some plastic bags. I can fold them and glue them on. I'll be right back. Oh, here. Yeah. One moment, please. Okay. Now. I think I will only need 2 plastic bags. Wrong drawer. Okay. Oh, and this one doesn't have any holes in it. Oh, well. That's okay. So, okay, so we're going to go in to our, let's, this is my side that is my front. So I'll put these back on to make sure that this is my front. Okay, now I'm going this is one of the ways I do stuffing. Okay, so let's see here. Here I don't necessarily need it, so I can, if I do, I can put it a little less. So I'll do it this way. And I'll glue, glue this down. Oh, guess it would help. And yes, this will kind of give a crinkly sound often, kind of like some of those, the children's toys. They used to have a little crinkly noises in them. Okay, so we're going to do this. I'll do it right where this way it will give me a spot to kind of sew here. Sometimes you can get your needle through, your hand needle through the paper, plastic. Sometimes you can't. Yeah. And yeah, because see, I've left it to where you can, when you press on it, it'll, yeah. So I don't glue it all together. I just glue the one. Now here, let me get the other down. And so what I do now here on this one, I will do this and dust. I just found this bag of bags. I'm like, what in the world were they doing where I found them? I'm like, yeah, I guess one of those days where I had it in my hand and I wasn't paying attention. I laid it down and then, okay, temporary home. So this is what I'm doing here. See, I'm kind of matching like this. See, I'm kind of, so I have here and here. And then I take this and I just kind of wiggle it in right in here. So it's not perfect, but yet, you know, and that will be the front there. The back, I will probably be a little more, I don't know, we'll see. I might not have enough to go there, but well, maybe it'll work. Yeah, kind of like that. So we're good. Okay, now get this in. And again, this is recycling. I use these bags for like, I trim them real thin and I make braiding. I do braids out of it and I do ties. Maybe I'll make one of those for Shauna one time, but they take a while to do. So I'd have to like start it like tomorrow, and then it might take me 3 weeks to do it. Because if you're going to do it a wraparound, if you're going to do it a wraparound, then it's going to take a while because you're piecing all of these bag strips together and you're doing 3 strands of them. Or maybe I could do like a one strand could be, sometimes I mix like a wire, a salvaged wire, or like a piece of yarn, and it goes a little quicker if I add something to it. And yeah. Okay. Yes, Gypsy, I am. I'm one of those that tend to keep where I live private. Now, some people actually have my address, and you know, but I try not to get too overly point blank about where I live. Okay, yeah. This wasn't exactly the way I had it before, but you know what? It's close enough. Now here, now this is where, right here, I'm going to do this on top here for the benefit of the fabric. That way when I lay it down, I will have, and I'm learning to twist them back down again so they don't get glue up in here. All right, now this is my front. And this is the front. And this was even, right? So I take these off. And okay, Here, let me put this over my arm. And it's right up here. Okay. And it won't be absolutely perfect, but see, you can see that where, see that? And it kind of gives that. Okay, now. Yeah. It's kind of like the little air. So, oh, see, now it's just it's soft. Yeah. Okay, now here, I'll start gluing. Now that I have the glue a little more. I actually have the fabric tack on my wish list. I said I would never buy it because it's so expensive. But I'm going to go ahead and try it at least once. And, you know, but at the time I said that, there was no way. And now it's just a matter, it'll be, because, you know, you guys know I do the envelopes, and it takes a while to save up for certain things. But, so yeah. Okay, so there's that. And it's still flexible enough that I can sew on it. Of course, I might have to drill a hole. Yeah, I might drill a hole in it occasionally. But it's still soft enough that it won't be an issue. Now, I won't do any more gluing here. Over here, though, because I'm going to be flipping. Oh, wait. Before I do that, well, wait a minute. Okay, before I do that, I need as much space as I can. So let's see. It was about 6 inches. Let me turn this over. I forgot to measure them. Because if I'm going to keep that little cross stitch thing, I won't look at there, guys. Let's see. Well, that's okay. If that's what, see that? When I see that, it didn't. So now this here with this, but that's okay. I'll just have more on the bottom. I'll have more of a patchwork stuff here on the bottom. You know, hey, it's okay. That doesn't mean I can go ahead and add lace up here if I want to. We'll see. Okay, so this is going to go here. So let me get that turned there. Now, this do I want this way? Let me just see if no, this way. Just out of curiosity. I think I like this up here. Yeah, I like this. I like this up here on the top the best. I like this on top. Okay. And this I like because down here, what's left of that napkin, you can just barely see on screen. Yeah, right there. I may cover over this. I might not. All right. So let's see here. I need to kind of keep an eye on the time. I still need to. Okay. So we're looking at. I'm doing a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So we're looking at about 8. Actually 7.5. No, let's just place. Let's go and go 7, because I would rather. I could do some paper, something there. I could manipulate some paper. All right, so let's just do 7. And I'll just use the 7 inches. Yeah, 7 inches. I'm right. Okay, that's 3. 4, 5, 6. And there's 7. How you doing, Judy? Oh, okay. And we're doing, let me get that cut. These are not my fabric scissors. Actually, these work. These are like 50 years old, and they still either do fabric or paper, and they never get dull. Okay. All right. Come on. There we go. All right. All right. Now I'm going to mark in a 1/2 inch. And this is me. When I quilt, I've learned, I've watched people when they do their 1/4 inch quilting, and I'm like, and then they wonder why things, when it's quilts used, I typically do a 1/2 inch, sometimes a 3/8, but I always do a larger when I'm quilting or doing a seam. I always try to do. Okay, so this is going to get hand stitched. That means I have to go grab my, if you are willing to wait, I'll go grab my container. And I will sew here. Now some of this will have nice seams like this. And this is something, can I here I can show you. This is something I'll take let me go get my thing and then I'll show you. This is also something here where I might even, I've been saving up from, because I like Alabama chillin stuff. And this is they call it eggplant. It's a limited edition. And it's cotton embroidery. But it's a bit expensive. I've been saving up. And then I buy them gradually, a little bit at a time. So yeah, I just thought I'd show. This is what I've been using lately. I've been doing little things. I'm doing something, yeah, little hand stitching like here. Yeah, the needle's still there. So this is where some of my needles are. But I'll show you something. This is another thing you can do. Now I have to tell you that this one I had to just walk away from. I had to walk away. Back when Rosemary Morris, and she did her Asian caboodle kit, I go, okay, I'm going to make me one. And this is napkin and, yeah, on fabric, on muslin paper. And as you can see here, this is the bottom for my bottoms to be even. And as you can see, I have stitching here. Now I have to go stitching here. But I had to take a break. I honestly a break because this got so. What I did, this is paper sandwich bags. These are actually these were gifted to me. Celebrated. I had never had celebrated Michael bags, and someone gifted them to me. I put plastic bags inside, and then I glued masking tape. And of course, this is a spine, but as you can see, here's the grid. I've got this one done, but now I have to go back and sew all of that. And sometimes, and I have to, and I'm now, because it's taking so long, I decided that once I get this done, I'm not doing the back. I says, nope, I'm covering that puppy with fabric of some kind, and that's it. The front is enough. I'm like, I'm done. But you know, I figured with the Asian thing, it would be kind of cool with the stitching. And I don't mind that this is off and that this is too tall, just as long as my bottoms are even. So that's why I keep it like, I keep them. So this is up on my thingy because I do want to get to my Asian kit. I want to get that, my version of Rosemary's Caboodle kit. But yeah, yeah. So it's up on my thing, ready to go. I just need to, yeah. But yeah. You can do all kinds of stuff. Now, let me get, alrighty. I know there's needles in here. Yeah, there's even just right here. And something else, guys. Now, these were the original ones I paid $15 for, and you kind of gulp. But I bought these because I was going to keep one for myself and use them on, like, on dangles. So yeah, and they're crosses with the, like, the peridot. They're like kind of like a peridot color stone. And I actually have another pair that I only got paid like $3 for, because one of them was damaged, but not damaged in a way that would interfere with using them as dangles. Yeah, just all kinds of weird little things. Yeah, you find, see, kind of an odd thing to keep, but hey, it happens. I'm looking for my needles. Oh, here. These are my size 12 between. This is between for like quilting. These are tiny, very tiny needles. Sometimes they're fun to use, sometimes they're obnoxious. I think I'll use this one. Okay, and toss that one. Let's see. Oh, let's use this kind of a variegated white and blue on the particular fabric. This is vintage. This is also gifted to me. It won't make that much of a dent, I don't think. The being white and blue variegated, I don't think it'll be an issue. Okay, so this actually, oh duh. I have straight pins here, right here. And I have these. When I can, I prefer to use these. And that'll go right through the plastic. It might leave a hole, but when you're going to be stitching and over top of it, it's not a bad thing. Okay, I'll go ahead and do another one of these. Okay, that's busted. So then on the other side, it comes out on the other side. All right. Okay. Nope, the other side. I might just use this instead of throwing it out. I think I'll use that dead safety pin and like a turn it into a part of a dangle. Because once it's okay, the needle. Oh, here's the needle. Once it's sealed, then it won't. Yeah, I'll just recycle it into a dangle. Okay, this is new. Never been opened, so I'm not sure. Oh, wow. Come on. And it doesn't have the traditional. Is that a tuck? Come on. I'm assuming I don't want to make a big mess. I could, and then make a. Oh, 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 oh. I think I found. Okay. Ooh, ooh. I think I found it. Ooh. Come on. There's the edge. Oh, phew. Good. All right. So I think what I'll do is I have this one med that I have to take a half hour before I eat. So I'll take it at 5:45 and then we can kind of, yeah. And then within that, that way, but that's why I was asking how you're doing. And then or maybe at 5:50. I can do it at 5:50. Give us a little extra time. And then that'll be a little bit of a balance between early evening and late afternoon kind of. Yeah. Okay, so there's the knot. Now I'm gonna, because of the way I have my space, so here's the front that I'm gonna, and because I'm going right here, this is the back, before I glue. Okay, so here we go, and we're hand stitching. So here we go. And this one, I will have the smooth edge. I have glue on my fingers. I'm like, yeah, stick to the needle, stick to the thread. Why not? Sure. Ooh, this is very, I'm hoping, well, I assume it almost looks like one of their old crochet things. Oh, wow, it's glue. Oh, and it's making, okay, hold on. I got glue on and I may have to get a, okay. Okay, good. I didn't glue it into the fabric. Okay, now very carefully because, yeah. Okay, good. I have enough there. Now let me very carefully pull from here. Okay, so I did not pull all the way. All right, that's okay. Well, thankfully I found it out there. Now, all right, here we go. And this way I've already got some of the fabric. I've got this, this fabric here will go with the greens and the yellows and the pinks that are in that, based on that vintage purples that Shauna's using from Line Dot Arrow, the Digi. I will not purchase that one because, I can make purple work if I have to, but I mean, I'm not gonna, it's not my go-to thing. So, But I've got, yeah, I've got like 18, rounded up to about $18 before the code. So hopefully, yeah. And then, oh man, not to mention the other places that Shauna has been enabling us with Digi stuff. I'm like, oh man, Shauna. Still haven't found that one. I know I have the yellow paper pack written down, but she mentioned something about twig and something. So I haven't checked that out yet. But I'm like, oh man. I thought what I would do is to get a Debbie digital and a Shauna digital and get a link. I was going to do it today at some point, but obviously, yeah, it didn't. Because I need to get that picture of how much. So my husband has the visual of how much ink and what ink I need to get, and if he needs to go ahead and spend the 200 or just get one or two at it, this time. Because I think it's the black and the magenta one that I need the most, and the yellow and the orange, whatever that is, are the least used. But then, okay, we're almost to the end of this. And this is good. Yeah, like I said, this is going to be the smooth. Actually, let's just do let's do two small ones. Okay. Two small ones, and then we'll come out on this side. Oh, you're welcome. I remember I haven't been able to do that for a whole lot, but okay, come on. All right, it's got another little hole in. One of those that if you don't take care, you have to put the needle in the hole and then pull the loop and pull to get it to, no, it won't come out. So that's okay. We'll just have a little odd thing there, and we'll do another tie off, and we'll leave that there because no one will ever know that it's there. Okay, now let's make sure this is the one that I'm actively using now. Okay, there it is, and there's my loop through the loop, and there is there. There is there, and there's the this, and there, and that, and the other thing, and the thingy, and yeah. Yeah, use the words. I have vocabulary. Okay. Really? All right. So all right. So there it is. So now we have the smooth edge of this, and we'll finger and make sure, yeah, all of it's going that direction. And then, actually, yeah, okay, I've got left enough there. So then we are going to temporarily, wait a minute. No, I won't need that. Leave this here, then we do this. And there's right here, and yes, it is at the edge there, but I can always patch paper in here to, you know, to make it like to keep it this showing. And yeah. And like I said, I don't think that's bad at all, that combination together. Let's flip it so we can get the glue on it. Okay, now we bring this and we're going to glue. It just, yeah, and it just makes it, you know, that way you're not using fabric. Sometimes I will use like these things. I use a combination of plastic and your dryer sheets for stuffing too. Okay, now let's get this glued. And you know, if this over here turns fussy, well, obviously I'm going to have to I'll do some stitching here, you know, to stitch this down, obviously. But yeah, you know, you can always work it with, you know, all kinds of, there's always ways to do it. Okay, let's get, okay, there's that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this. No, it's this, well, there's one. Oh, no, I didn't. It's sitting right here, but thanks. I can do it right now. And then I have to wait 30 minutes. Okay, I just did. Thank you, Judy. Okay. I may just end up with a pair tonight. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, guys. My husband decided to go get, we don't keep ice cream in the house. We just don't. And he decided he wanted a little bit, so he went and got some last night. And I am, get this, guys, olive oil ice cream. Olive oil ice cream with, oh, guys. Oh, wow. Orange blossom. Oh, wow. And it's a Fred Meyer brand, the private selection ice cream. Oh, oh, oh yeah, it's a limited edition. Oh man. Oh man. It's like olive oil ice cream. You know it's olive oil ice cream. But then it's got like, so it looks vanilla, but it's not vanilla. It kind of has this shade to it, like a soft, a little bit like a diluted butter color, a butter yellow. And then it has the orange blossom. And it's like a syrup kind of swirled through it. Oh man, it's like, hello, I like you. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now we're going, and I'm going to go ahead. In this case, I'm going to glue the seam here, so it's going in the one direction. I'll go ahead and glue it. Okay, I'm going to stretch it, stretch the with my hand, and glue that seam part. Stretch and glue. Okay. Then I'll stretch it and then press. And I'll go ahead and just kind of that little odd extra loop in there, that's glued down. Now Let's see. I think what I'd like to do is, this may look a little strange, but I'm going to give myself about a 1/4 inch. See, this is crooked. You can see where it's kind of crooked, and I like that. I like that part of it. But because I'm going to be doing this to it, I'm going to give myself from that point a 1/4. And you can see there's a bit of space here. And that will also allow me a little space to do some slow stitch. And there will be no glue here, but glue here. But no glue right in here. But glue here. And that, yeah. Okay. Alrighty, now. No, I have never used fabric tack. And I mentioned that I actually have it. I said I never would because it was so expensive. But I do, since Shauna's been using it, I thought I'd give it a try. So it, oh, no, no glue there. So it is actually on my wish list. Yeah, I look at the price of that and I think it's a lot. And I don't, it's like, ugh. Okay, fabric on the glue. Let's get that, and we can back down now and kind of just okay, now here we go. Okay, there's the I have that glue. I have it right there on that, the pin mark right there. And I'm pretty sure, fairly accurate on that. And okay, so now let's start looking at paper and seeing. Now on the paper, because chances are this is not ever going to get wet or anything, or if it does, it's, but we could put paper towel. Now I'm looking at this would be here. This would be, or we could jump back between, because of this and this would go. We could do a little bit of that right here. That would, again, that would go with this. And then you still have your purple and this here. So that, there's also napkin. I could do bits of napkin on here, but again, I'd have to make sure. Let's, on the assumption that I'm going to do this, I'm going to want, let's see, we're going to be, I have to, Yeah, there's the spine. So I'm going to want I could do 5.5. 5.5. Okay, we'll do 5.5. I don't know where my one trimmer is. So I've had to resort to my very first one. I don't know where my orange one is, my orange Fisker. Oh man, this is, yeah. So I've had to get this one out. It's a good thing I never gave this away. I said 5.5. Wow. And it's like, okay. Okay, this is, where's the 5.5? Okay, this is here, 5.5. I said 5.5, right? Yeah, I think I did. So there's 5.5. So we know we want that in the, okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. We have, and we'll probably want, yeah, a bit of leeway here. And so if we come right up to here, I could take it, let's right to there. Okay. It's kind of weird. Might be slightly less than what I wanted, but that's okay. It's workable. Okay, now. What? Let's see what. Oh, well, that's, yeah, that's good to know. And all right, so we're going to do about, we're going to overlap. And yeah, I don't mind. Well, let's see. I can always bring this down because again, we're talking about patchwork. And then I could put, because I might end up putting lace up here or some of like my grab bag Alabama Channon jersey. So, and then, okay, but that I don't like. I don't want that over here in my birds. So this is where I would allow it. So yeah, it'll this way. And I kind of like this with this, like right there, right there. Okay, so that's okay. You'll have to oh, on my phone. I'd have to actually go into my stream. I've never actually been in my stream. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be strange for me. Ooh, it's going to be strange for me. Okay, how do I get to my okay, wait a minute. Okay, there. I don't want to turn on incognito. Oh, your channel. Okay. Oh, hey, there I am right there. I can turn volume there. Now, top chat. Okay, now I can hit link. Guys, do you have to wait? And I screenshot. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Come on, screenshot. There. Okay, now. There, I screenshot it. Ooh, it's weird going into my own stream. Yeah, yeah. And my thought is try that and say, okay, let's try it. That was weird going into my stream. Just saying. I don't typically go in, and occasionally I have to go in and watch myself, but because of one reason or another, but mostly I don't watch myself. No. This is stinky. It's turning out to be okay, the Amazon Basics. It's stinky, but it actually is, and it's much cheaper than the Yoo-hoo, the UHU, although I do that, but still it's definitely much cheaper than okay, now this is where this is still a little bit wet, but this is where pokey tool. I've got my old one and I have my new one. This is like my miniature awl, and I haven't, this one, of course, wow. I think this is a little bit bigger than this one. So what I would do on this here is I would start by, let's actually do this one. And even though this is still a little bit damp, I'm going to start intervaling. See, I go all through the plastic and I start doing holes. And you have to follow it from the front, the paper side, because if you start from here, you'll see them right here. Oh, sorry. You can see the holes I did here, but you will have more. You can see them here, but you'll have more hassle. So I always start from the paper side. And then I'll just couch, once this dries, I can couch it on, or I can just stitch it. See, now here's the difference. Here's a bigger one. Come back through, and yeah, and I will probably not put, because this is a spine area. And that's something else you have to remember here. Where's the lid? So that's, I'm going to leave that to dry before I put, oh, let me double this, make sure. Yeah, it's wiped off, so there's no glue on it. That was just to show you. Now I'll wait for this to be glued. Now, this is something else where on this here, I'm thinking about now we've got a little bit. Are you going to go get the? No, I'm going to have dinner. Oh, you're going to do more. You're going to go do more pizza. Oh, well, anyway, Debbie said it was delivered, so I don't know. Oh, you ordered dinner? Yeah. Oh, you surprised me. Okay. Whatever. Okay. You still streaming? Yeah, I am. Okay. For a few minutes. Okay. Because I took my at 52 of 5:52. So yeah, we're kind of streaming. Oh, well, it could. I don't know. It's hard to say. In the box, at the box. Track said in the box, at the box. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's what Debbie said.
We'll pick it up on the way to church tomorrow.
Okay. So here, so then I'm going to have to remember that here, I'm going to want probably a 2-inch here. And I'll probably do what I call a phalange somehow in here. So, not too bad. And then we have this here. Oh, we can do this maybe. There's a few more minutes. We can do, let's go ahead and stitch, or at least, yeah, get this. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Yeah, no, this is, yeah. And I can stitch. Oh, I need to do a half. I want to do a 1/2 inch. Or actually, no, this time I'll do a 1/4 inch. I'll do a 1/4 inch because I do want to have it stick out. Yeah, it's one of those weird little elements. He ordered dinner. I did not know that. Oh. So you got it? Oh. Oh, hey, save the doohickeys as best you can. Okay. Okay, where's my thingy? We'll go ahead and we'll get this stitched so you can kind of get the idea of where I'm going. We'll just use what left of this. And this will have purple in it, but oh, you can the plastic. You can hear the plastic. And I'm going to see this way. Once I get this sewn on, then I will come in and I'll turn it and I will do a somehow, and then that will become the blanket, or not, the whatchamacallit thingy, that the belly band. This will be the belly band. And here we go. And this will be the last thing we do here. That way I can get dinner. I think I'll do a double stitch. I'll go back and then I'll go back where I started, from where I started. That way, because it's a 1/4 inch and I'm also thinking, my brain, I hadn't tried, I don't know if I've done it, but the Debbie reminded me, and I'm just thinking now that I want to try doing something with the I'm thinking of the cereal bags. I mean, I play with them all the time, recycle them, but I was thinking about that tape, getting the right combination of that, making the tape, and then you could have the plastic strips. I'll have to play about whether it's alcohol ink or something else. Okay, now Almost.
Food's in the doorway to my office.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, now we get that stitched off here. Because I realize that, you know, medical tape and all that's good and all that, but if you're still let me put this up, and now we can, all right, let's see here, let me, okay, now here, oh, that's the trash. Okay, so here it is stitched like that. Now we open this, and we'll have to, you know, yeah, get it manipulated here where the, what else? Well, let's see. I'll go ahead and glue it down, because then that way the process of just the seam, the 1/4 inch seam, I'm gluing down like that. And that's part of the pressing process, the glue. And then here, when we go to, I can actually leave the purple, which might be kind of an interesting thing. I could leave some of the purple showing here. And see that right here, this right here, I may take the time, I might finger press it. I'm not sure yet. But see that, like that. And then I can decide, I'll just leave this complete, because it actually might be kind of cool to have it run underneath, and it'll just, you know, be turned in, and just in one fell swoop, see right there. Oh, here, let me, and then turn that there. And then see, you have that. This goes here. And then right where that is, over, and I can just stitch it right down. Now it doesn't go through the birds, which, oh, pew. I didn't think about that, but I could go all the way, stitch it all the way before I put any kind of a thing on it. And then I have the belly band here and here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. So let's see. 30 minutes from 5:52. So yeah. Okay. Oh, here. There's the dark blue. Okay. Okay. So, hey, I actually got, yeah, I got the cover going in the right direction. And again, oddly enough, this act, it, and then there's that. And I will just keep working. Now the back has gotten, then see here, the front, see, than it was before, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's done. Okay, guys. I'm glad I was able to help, Judy. Okay, guys, I'll see you The funny papers. Love ya. Bye.